Yo, what up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the LeJit Podcast. We are your hosts. I am Rio One.
I am K&K.
Yeah, we're back with another podcast. Per usual, kick things off with how our week.
Oh God.
So, tell me about it.
Am I going first?
You go first.
I ain't got much going on. Currently, I'm on my hiatus as of right now in undisclosed location. Taking a small break after finishing school. And right now, I'm just living life for a little bit. That's about it for me.
Me, I have been at home chilling. I told y'all about the whole mishaps with my social security. So I had to do a whole background thing again. I'm losing patience because I don't know like what's happening, you know. And people are telling me, oh, you know, it takes 2 weeks. I get that, but like, damn, I don't want to sit at home for 2 weeks doing nothing, not making no money. No.
You don't want to stay home for 2 weeks?
If I ain't making no money doing it, I'm not sitting here. About my ends, you know.
It's tough.
Oh, I've been sitting home, but I have been trying to stream every day. I wish I had more motivation to get these YouTube edits done. I got like 3 YouTube videos I need to put up. But man, when you're not working and you just motivation.
I disagree.
You
have 2 things going on. I mean, you got 2 main things going on. Well, one is not, you know, in full effect, and then that gives you time to focus on the other.
Which I should have been doing, because I don't know when I'm gonna get this phone call, but like maybe tomorrow I just take the time and just like get these videos done, drop them back to back. But editing is not no small feat, man. Editing takes time. I don't know what you gotta have a vision for your video, and just, you know, I could be sitting here editing, or I could be relaxing, you know, and my body just tells me to relax sometimes.
It's tough.
Yeah,
he doesn't have that gump shoot about him, guys.
I don't know, man. Hunger is slowly fading. That's that. Oh, to get that hunger back.
That's tough. He doesn't want it that bad. He doesn't want it.
I've been trying to watch like motivational videos, man, and you gotta do what you gotta do, bro. I need something like motivate me, you know. Like, you know,
that's tough.
Not finding inspiration in anything.
You gotta do is look at a big house, or look at a person with a lot of money.
That's the crazy part, because when I was working for that brief time, I saw some like crazy big houses, and that was motivating me. Like, yeah, I'm glad I'm here. Get this bread. What I gotta do. And I was like, there's a lack of motivation. Like when I go on social media, y'all do like, there's no motivation from people on social media, bro. Like, you guys are horrible. I'm just gonna say it right now. Like,
how are they horrible?
It's just, all it is like telling people how they should go about their lives and gossiping and, you know, sexual
That's
content,
fun.
And it's not motivating though. It's cool, you know.
Speaking of that,
Speaking of what?
Should I tell the people your followers?
What do you mean, my followers? Okay, let's just get it out there then. Because let's just get it out there. I don't know. I didn't know these girls do that stuff. I didn't know they do that, but I'm not knocking them for it because get your money. You know.
Nah,
What you mean? Are you saying what they
you gonna
doing
end up,
is a
you gonna
bad
get,
thing?
yes,
What are you talking? How's it a bad thing? They're getting their bread.
it's being thotterish.
How's it? Okay, how's it being thotterish if they haven't actually like
So you get, how's it, what?
they haven't had intercourse with anyone? You know.
It doesn't matter.
Listen,
You know what you're doing.
listen. For all my OnlyFans girls, you know, keep doing you. Don't listen to people like Kev. You know, get your money. I see
No, you need to
nothing.
listen to
I
people
see
like me.
nothing
Put some
wrong.
clothes
with
on.
it. I see absolutely nothing wrong with it. You know what I mean?
I do.
If you're on
if
you're on there getting getting banged out, then it's then it's like.
getting ramified.
But if you're getting banged out by like your significant other, I see no problem with that neither. If it's
that nobody needs to see that.
if it's
That's y'all business.
But if they want to put that out and get their coins up, I see no problem with it.
But who does that?
I'm gonna be honest with you. If I had a
let's show them niggas what we do when we're home alone. Who
if
does
I had
that?
a sex tape and some industry, some company came to me and was like, we wanted to just put your sex tape out there. How does 2 milli sound? Like,
Okay, but you see what the difference is?
I can't sit here.
The company seeked you out.
Yeah, but what's the difference?
The company seeked you out because they have to spend time out their day to sign up to make an account.
But it doesn't
That's
always
where
start.
you
It
just gave
doesn't
the
always
analogy.
start off with just a sex tape though. It slowly gets there.
You're right, but sometimes that's all it takes. But my whole thing is, your analogy and your example was the company was seeking you out to give you money for something that you had. Instead, they're doing it just because they need money, so they're seeking the money.
But it doesn't always.
Does that make a difference?
It doesn't always have to start off with the sex tape, It could just sometimes girls start off with the lingerie pics.
Oh, my God.
You know what I mean? And then they.
Exactly. That's the problem. That is the problem.
I see no issues.
We pick up our youth. All right, of course.
Get your
I'm
coins.
the bad guy here.
Cause you and I both
I'm
know
the
there's
bad guy here.
weirdos out there, and
Yes.
they're gonna
Creeps.
pay for anything, bro. Anything. So you telling me you're dating a girl and you find out she has one? You're gonna stop dating her?
I'm gonna see what's on there first.
okay. Let's just say it's like, lingerie pics but she's making.
Why are you saying it so casually?
What do you mean? What do you mean? Let's just say.
You making it seem like this is just the norm.
Because lingerie, I don't see anything about lingerie. I mean, you can look at a Victoria's Secret magazine and see pics. You know what I mean?
That's because they're modeling something. That's a job.
Okay, but what about what's that? Fashion Nova, What about Fashion Nova, huh?
That's a job. It's still a model.
Okay, well, what if she's showing Fashion Nova lingerie in her OnlyFans?
No.
Huh?
No.
What do you mean?
No. That doesn't make you a model.
What?
A model is someone who gets paid to wear somebody's
They get paid for
clothes
Fashion Nova
for
and
them.
endorsements, though.
Okay, but if you're on OnlyFans and you just wearing it because you bought it, that don't make you a model. They didn't ask you to do that. You did that on your own, which means you're not getting paid to wear it. You're getting paid because you're just doing it. Not by the company, but by these weirdos. These little Timothys that be at home.
Okay, a girl on OnlyFans could stand to make the less popular girls who don't have no clout to their name, could stand to make about $15,000 a month, bro. You know what I mean?
If we stop giving these credit cards to these little hornballs, then they wouldn't be making that much money.
Word balls.
Yeah, people like Steven over there.
They these guys. Come on, there's guys out there who just don't have it. You know what I mean? They don't And it's not even about looks. They
It's
just don't.
somebody out there for everybody. It's somebody out there for. See, don't listen to Rio One
No,
Game.
I mean,
He doesn't believe there's
I,
someone for everybody in this world.
some of us are just destined to be lonely. You know, I see myself.
That's not
I see
true.
myself possibly being in that category. You know,
That's not true. Everybody has somebody out there for
but
somebody.
it's like, do you want somebody though? That's the thing.
Everybody wants somebody.
They say that, you know.
The reason. See, let's be truthful since we're on the topic. Some people don't have somebody because the person they want they can't have, so they choose to be alone.
These are facts. These are facts. But
So that's nobody's fault but theirs.
but at the same time, like, I don't know, man. Like, it's the thought of, like, some people just can't stand the thought of being in a relationship, being committed to someone else.
Who does? Who doesn't? Really? I've never heard that.
Yeah.
I can't stand the thought of being with him. No, I've never heard that.
Of someone, you never heard of that? People like not wanting to be in a relationship. I'm currently like that,
but it's like
now.
a phase thing.
I'm currently like that now. I just thought of being in a relationship. I don't know if I can do it.
But that's only because you have things going on. So that's just a temporary phase. It's not like a permanent thing. You know?
Well, yeah. Until I've changed my mind, I don't know. you know.
But have you felt like that all the time? Clearly not, because you've had relationships, which means it just happened. So it was just a temporary phase that you're still in.
Who knows if I'll be out of it though? You know what I mean?
It's still a phase because it didn't start at the beginning of time.
No. But there have been some people who just don't do it though. My computer alerts me.
You really trying to veer people to be single?
No,
life.
I'm just saying. I see like those dudes who be on their OnlyFans buying these girls content. Like, I'm not gonna do it because the internet's available.
You sure?
Like,
you sure?
The internet's available, man.
You sure
How would I even have?
You sure you wouldn't dabble into the goods?
It'd have to be like a mind-blowing celebrity who I never thought would do it, and she did it.
Rihanna.
Yeah, that would get me. And the price got to be fair.
But why would that get you if we've seen that before though?
I mean, what?
It's out. It's out on the internet.
It depends to what extent. You know what I mean? She got to be on there doing some wild stuff, but she can't be with no other person because that would just break my heart. But
so why aren't you watching OMG Ash?
Why would you bring up Ash? You know, she didn't.
She's on there doing wild stuff, and she's.
I have not kept
right?
tabs on her, and I don't know since since the whole thing. So
since what? Oh, so you was only there for the guy. You were using her, just like So was.
No, it's just
that's what's wrong with you.
I don't know what she does now. What does she do besides that? You have a YouTube video?
We don't know.
YouTube channel?
No, who is subscribed? No one knows these things.
I'm saying.
Anyway, I'm just gonna leave that alone. What's the first topic?
Anywho, the first topic of the day. I mean, we talk about these playoffs a bit here.
All right.
We've had 2 Game 7s. Well, yeah, we have 2 Game 7s, 3 Game 7s actually. The first one being
no, we've had 2.
Oh, we had 3.
No, we did have 3. We had 3. Yeah, 3. Yeah, you're right.
First one being Brooklyn, Milwaukee, which people thought Brooklyn, Milwaukee was going to be a great series, but we didn't think it would be like this.
No, you didn't think it would be like that.
No, I didn't.
I told you it would. You said
it shouldn't have been. The thing is, it shouldn't have been. This should have been a sweep. Let's be real.
No.
If Kyrie and James Harden were healthy, this would have been definitely a sweep. It wouldn't have even been close.
You got to give Milwaukee at least some. Milwaukee would have won at least one game.
Milwaukee,
at least.
Milwaukee, I tripped into the finish line because Kevin Durant damn near took them out himself. You know what I mean?
It's Milwaukee. You got to give Milwaukee a little bit of credit here.
They get credit. They get credit because it, for me, like it came down to like mano y mano, right? Well, not really, not necessarily, man. James Harden was a little bit hobbled.
Right. He was on one leg out there.
So I mean,
and people are slandering him for the reason of their loss, which is understandable, but not really because he wasn't 100%. So how you gonna blame
my
the
thing
man
is there's a lot of things I could point out in this series that why Brooklyn took the L here. I felt like, you know, Kevin did his thing, of course. Blake, I felt like they should have played Blake and Jeff Green at the same time.
Jordan.
In some parts,
I can understand the reason why they didn't.
I feel like you have, especially in that Game 7, because Blake was on fire in Game 7, and he got in foul trouble early because he was guarding Giannis. But if you let Blake be out there for scoring reasons and let Jeff Green guard Giannis, you put yourself in a better position.
Well, Blake is not a scorer.
But he was on fire Game 7.
Blake is a threat.
He had 17 points to end the game, but he was in foul trouble. I think he fouled out too. You're not going to get that from Blake at all times, but when you do get it, you need to utilize it. James Harden's not able in a position that really help you.
Because if you run consistently with a Blake and Jeff Green.
No, just for that stretch. Just for that fourth quarter stretch. I mean,
but you can also point the finger at why is Kevin Durant playing 48 minutes?
He had to.
Back to back.
He had no choice.
I don't think he had. It was some points where he was up and he didn't need to be in.
Trust me, he had no choice, bruh. If Kevin Durant would have sat down for more than a minute or two, they would have been losing by like 12. And it's hard to like come back knowing your defense ain't what it ain't good. Knowing your defense is not. So you have to be out there to keep your team up rather than like coming back knowing that you have a good defense.
I don't know.
And I feel like James Harden being hobbled, like you could have played some minutes. It wouldn't have hurt.
Who?
What's his name? Tyler Johnson. That wouldn't have hurt. Shamet should have got more minutes. I felt like Shamet should have got, because Joe Harris completely let them down in this series.
Yeah, you were talking about he was the X factor.
I thought he'd be the X factor in the finals because I was like, but then again, I also thought the team was going to be healthy. But when he's out there with just Kevin Durant, it's not. You can zone in on him shooting. But he did have some open looks, and he just was missing shots. But that's kind of disappointing on his end. I think this is the worst he's shot since he's been in like Cleveland, like that.
You know, I didn't even know Joe Harris was in Cleveland.
Yeah. Crazy. That's a player that I could have saw fitting well with LeBron and Kyrie.
Of course, because he's a freaking Kyle Korver reincarnated in somewhat. I don't want to disrespect Kyle Korver because that man's a legend.
Yeah, and then that was it. So I mean, the series went 7, but it went 7 not the way most people thought it would have went 7. It went 7 based off of a lot of like, don't forget the Bruce Brown trying to shoot the game winner.
Oh my gosh!
No,
that dude, he need to be whipped and not even seen in the league no more. You take that nigga jersey and burn it. You can blame that nigga alone.
it was a lot of factors as to why this series went 7. But props to Milwaukee, they pulled it off.
Sadly, nobody wants to see a Milwaukee series keep going. Like, as an NBA fan, I'm just tired of seeing Milwaukee play basketball. Honestly, I really am.
I don't like Giannis's style of basketball. I'm sorry, Giannis. I just don't, man. You are the embodiment of, man, I wish I had that size. Like,
yeah, that's it.
Because it's like, damn, bro.
Pause.
They let you bum rush to the rim. They let you get away with that.
They really do, because truthfully, he should be fouling out every game.
He really should have like 3 offensive fouls, at least. At the least. You cannot just be dipping your shoulder into people like that.
Yeah, but they be, and then that free throw routine needs to be called consistently.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I don't want to watch Milwaukee neither. On the other side of the Eastern Conference bracket, we had Philly and the Hawks playing in Game 7. And,
wait.
Man. Well, how'd you feel about that? Because
we didn't have 3 Game 7. We had 2.
No, Clippers and Jazz played Game 7 as well.
They played 6.
They played 6.
It was 6.
Yeah, you're right. We had 2 Game 7. Sorry, man.
I have to say, I know I'm not crazy. But yeah, Atlanta, Philly, I feel Philly should have been bounced out in 6 because Atlanta really should have pulled that game out, but they couldn't. So it took 7. But either way, I'm glad they won because, yet again, the NBA fan inside of me is tired of seeing Philly play because I just feel like they're not taking it seriously. I really just feel like they're not taking it serious. So they can retool in this offseason and then they can just come back and we'll see what they're made of again next year.
You say retool. You mean everyone?
All right, so this is what I
person
think.
In particular.
I wouldn't be surprised if Danny Green and Dwight left because their contracts are up. Then it's a toss-up between Ben and Joel because if you're Philly, they'll rather trade Ben than they would Joel, but Joel has 2 years left on his contract as opposed to Ben has, I think, 3.
Yeah.
So it would maybe be easier to get Joel, but I think I see them getting rid of Ben before they get rid of Joel. If that makes sense.
It's like, but like, when it comes to Ben Simmons, man, like, bro, yeah, for me, like, you don't have to learn to shoot, Ben, but you do have to learn to shoot free throws.
Yes, you do.
You do.
No, he has to learn.
He has to learn. People say his priority should be shooting from outside, but his priority should be shooting free throws first, though. If you can't make free throws, they still gonna hack you. They're still gonna put you on the line.
Like,
they're still gonna hack you. You have to learn to shoot free throws.
But you don't get to the line that often, like Shaq was saying. He is not even aggressive.
That's
so
something that we haven't seen before. Because he usually is aggressive. I don't know why he wasn't being aggressive this series.
So I was on Twitter and I saw that a report say all of his momentum and his what's the word I'm looking for?
Confidence.
What's the word? Yeah, confidence. All his momentum and confidence like died down when Philly decided not to bring Jimmy Butler back because he was happy about playing off the ball a lot and having Jimmy take care of the ball, and since they didn't re-sign Jimmy,
he has to say that
kind of
because weren't they in position to get
Kyle
Kyle
Lowry?
Lowry?
Have a say? Yeah.
So and
I think they're going to try again.
He should have said that then. Don't wait till you lose in the playoffs to say, and my confidence it wasn't the same.
But does it really? Does he really have a say so?
He has the second most say so. He has the second most say so. I'm pretty sure Embiid wanted to keep Jimmy too, but the numbers didn't allow for that. And Jimmy has to.
Yeah. I mean, Tobias did great. Joel did fairly decent,
I think,
excluding the fourth quarter.
Excluding the fourth quarter, I thought he did. And he's playing out there hurt too, so.
Yeah. So, taking that into consideration and, but, yeah, man, Philly got to make some changes, man. They can't, if they come back next year with the same team, they don't want to win. It's just that simple. So, I don't know what they're going to do with it. I saw Ben Simmons for a D'Angelo Russell trade.
I saw that as well. I saw Ben Simmons for CJ McCollum. I don't know how I feel about that.
No.
Well,
no.
if you go and get McCollum, right?
Dame's not even gonna sign up on that.
I was thinking more of Philly's perspective. Like, if you're Philly.
Philly's perspective, but I think they'll take that.
Yeah. Because if you're Philly, you take that and then you try to go get Kyle Lowry as well. So that works out here.
I like that. But if you're the Trailblazers, you're pissed.
Yeah, I wouldn't. What are you really? Because Dame needs a playmaker. Because Dame doesn't want to playmake.
Okay, that's cool. But Dame also needs a guy he can count on that can make his own bucket.
That's true. But I think Dame will.
I think
Dame
will
put more confidence in Ben.
If they traded CJ McCollum for Ben Simmons, you gain a playmaker and a ball handler, but you lose a scorer. Dame wants the best of both worlds, and in that situation, he has to choose which one he wants.
Yeah, but if Dame might be able to instill some confidence in Ben.
If it's me, I'm saying none of that trade. If I'm not a Trailblazer, if I'm Philly, I'm saying yes.
Dame might be able to put some confidence in Ben though. I feel like Joel and them ain't really putting no confidence in Ben. I feel like, I don't know. One thing they have to do is keep Seth Curry though. You want to talk about bailing you out? That nigga bailed them out so many times.
Hello?
Yo.
My thing went out, my fault. But yeah.
I could see Dame putting confidence in Ben.
I mean, I don't know, man. Because Blazers got their own things to worry about. Larry Jackson, like, he don't want to come back. I'm seeing reports that Melo looking at LA looking at Melo. So,
Melo has his own thing to worry about as well.
We'll see.
I
think this will be a fun year as far as players moving around.
Then on the Western side, we had Clippers ending the series against the Jazz after the Jazz were up 25 points. How do you feel about that?
Yeah. You know what's crazy? I was watching the game and Utah was whooping them, and I turned off the game and I was talking to my girl. And before I went to sleep, I was like, you know what? Let me look at the game one more time to make sure. So I look at the game. It's a 2-point game. I said, that's crazy how they came back. So I'm like, let me watch it. Next thing you know, all I'm seeing is Terrence Mann in the corner, Patrick Beverly hitting threes. And at that time, I was like, yeah, it's over with. You got Patrick Beverly making threes. So, yeah, I was surprised.
Terrence Mann playing big time for them. Game 7.
That man hit 39. Put on his best KD impression.
And Clippers getting to their first ever conference finals. Big deal.
Which is crazy.
Without Kawhi.
I mean, stop it.
It is a big deal. It's a big deal for them.
You a fan now?
Big deal for them.
Man.
Yeah, but what do they get for their troubles? They get to play Phoenix. Game 1. Phoenix put a hurting on them.
Yeah, but to be fair, they didn't blow them out at all. They was in there the whole time. The whole game they was in there.
Yeah.
And they only lost by like 5 points.
Yeah, they hit some crazy shots to stay alive.
Yeah.
And
Pissing me off. You got niggas like Cameron Payne making it nice. It's like, come on, man.
I told you Phoenix was nice, man. I don't know what they expected.
They're not nice. They just a whole bunch of role players who are having so much chemistry and they're feeling very good about themselves. It happens in the NBA. It happens.
Phoenix is nice, man. I tell you.
I can't wait till next year. Oh, this gonna be. I'm gonna bring this up. I'm gonna bring this recording up of you saying how nice the Suns are.
I mean, they're nice. They finished second in the West.
Oh my gosh! But relatively, a lot of the teams was hurt.
Yeah, but didn't you say like they would still have been up there even if everybody was healthy?
I said if everybody was healthy, they wouldn't be top 5. I said they'd be like 6, maybe 5. Lakers, Clippers, Golden State, Utah. Who else is in the West? Who else is in the West? Oh, I said I would have had Denver over them.
But they beat
and
Denver.
Then that would have been. I know without Jamal Murray.
I don't really think
which is a big factor.
He's a big factor, but I don't think he makes a huge difference.
Oh my god. Are you serious?
He's not a good defender, so he wouldn't have stopped nobody on that defense.
It don't matter.
He could score. He could fill it up.
Devin Booker's not a defender.
Devin Booker can play defense, though.
Oh, stop it. Here we go. Devin Booker can't guard nobody.
What do you mean he can't guard nobody? He's been guarding people.
Oh, my gosh. Okay, all right. We're doing this now.
He's been playing defense. He's not a great defender, but he could play defense. Jamal Murray can't play defense, though. Jamal
Murray can play just as much defense as Devin Booker.
I think Devin Booker plays a little bit more defense.
No. And then you take away a team's second best player, so they have to change the way they play. Change rotations and minutes and style of plays.
Cameron Payne came in there and played for Chris Paul.
Yet again, against another injured team. And the person that's out is a top 3 player in the league.
Yeah, but the person that's out for Phoenix is their floor general and make the team go.
Okay, that's cool. That's nice.
They don't go unless Chris Paul goes. But Cameron Payne stepped up and did his thing. Devin Booker is actually an underrated playmaker. Devin Booker can play make.
Okay,
he can.
All right. Okay.
You don't think Devin Booker is a good player?
Are you on this same boat that people have been saying lately about Devin Booker being the next Kobe?
No, but come on. We know.
Okay.
We know he's worked with Kobe. We know he's like one of the proteges, right? But you have a lot to do before you get to that. You know what I mean? You see flashes of it, though. You do see flashes of Kobe. That's because he's worked with him and learned from him.
Oh, man. You worry me sometimes,
So you telling me you don't look at Devin Booker's game and see flashes of Kobe?
I don't. I don't see nobody in the NBA that reminds me of Kobe Bean Bryant.
You literally see it from Devin Booker and Jason Tatum, though.
I don't. I see that. No. Heck no.
Yeah. You could see the movesets.
You can see Dwayne Wade and Donovan Mitchell. You can see.
Now, how do you see D Wade and Donovan Mitchell and they've never worked together?
Because Dwayne Wade was a legit slasher.
Yeah, but you don't see Donovan Mitchell using any of his moves.
Well, you see, what do you mean?
I don't see Donovan Mitchell using any of D Wade's moves, though.
The only Wade really didn't have no move. Wade's
post up. And then Wade had a pretty good what do you call it? Like Like what do you call it? Wade's Euro was good. Wade has his own unique Euro step. I don't know. I don't look at Donovan Mitchell and see Wade though. I see why people say.
Really?
I see why people say it because they have the same build and all that. But I don't really see it.
I saw a picture earlier today. John Morant is the next Russell. Trae Young's the next Steph. This is what the picture said. Luka's the next Bron. Booker's the next Kobe.
See, now do you see Bron and Luka?
No, I don't.
How do you see D Wade and
Because it's you can actually see it. Just like you can see the Trae Young Steph Curry comparisons. Do you see that?
For me, I feel like he's a blend of Curry and Steve Nash.
Nash?
He plays like Nash.
No.
That's his what's it called? So I would think he does.
No.
I see Nash in him. His playmaking, his like way to read the way he plays the floor in general. More Steve Nash like than anything. Curry don't play make like Trae Young.
Right.
So he's a mixture of the two. His handling is more Curry. His shooting touch more Curry, but his playmaking ability and floor general ability, Steve Nash.
I don't know. I don't see it. And truthfully, I see Luka's more James Harden, if we're being honest.
Yeah, I see that.
So you see that, but you don't see the Dwayne Wade.
Just like I don't see the damn LeBron in Luka. But
I told you I don't see it.
But I see how James Harden, because the whole step back thing. No, he creates space with a step back. He has to have the ball in his hands to be effective.
I mean, would you say it? Well, I ain't gonna say that. Okay. I don't see the Devin Booker Kobe thing. I don't see it.
Is it because you don't want to see it? Maybe.
No, I just don't see it because people say, "Oh, Kyrie, now it's Tatum, now it's Booker." No,
it was.
And plus, for you to even compare somebody to Kobe and they haven't done anything remotely close.
It's one thing to like if he was just some random dude we try to compare, but that's literally one of Kobe's proteges. So it's,
okay.
You know what I mean?
I don't see it. I just don't.
That's someone Kobe took under their wing. You know what I mean? I could see like,
I don't.
And I see it. I could see the footwork. I see the turnaround, the mid range. He plays his mid range like how Kobe would play his mid. And it's not early Kobe. It's not number 8 Kobe. It's more number 24 Kobe. You see it with Tatum too.
Nah.
It's just Tatum bigger, has a bigger frame, so it looks funny. But you see it in Tatum as well.
I don't see it. That's just me. But if that's what you think, then I'ma just let it go.
It's all about opinions and perspective. Like I'm not all the way sold on the Ja thing neither. You know? I feel like there is some Westbrook in there, but I feel like it's a mixture of something else as well.
That makes sense. I can see that.
But I mean, now that we know who are in the conference finals, you got your predictions change.
I got Lakers Bucks. Oh my bad, Clippers Bucks.
Clippers beating the Suns with no Kawhi.
Yes, sir.
Is it because they beat the Lakers? Suns.
Partially, but not completely.
See, you can't let your bias get in the way, man. Gotta be.
I'm not. I'm being honest. I choose. I got the Clippers.
Can anyone tell me what injury does Serge Ibaka have?
Back.
He like done?
Yeah, he done for the season.
That.
Yeah, I know. It's, waste of money.
I didn't mean it like that. I meant it like it's sad for his career. Like,
no, he's a waste of money.
If they had Serge, they'd be way better.
You
don't think so?
And maybe. I don't know.
I mean,
but that means
because they needed somebody to like keep up with Ayton. They didn't have that.
I mean, DeMarcus did his thing, and I don't know why, for the love of God, they don't put Zubac at the starting center instead of keep starting Nicholas Batum. I don't understand that.
Because Zubac's slow, and Ayton's pretty quick for a damn center.
So is Ayton. Ayton, don't stop. Ayton's not
center,
that
bro.
quick. But you got to match that
He's
size.
not your conventional big, though.
Oh my goodness. We really have no quick bigs in the league. Joel's not quick. Rudy's not quick. Nicola's
They're
not quick.
quicker than your average, your old school center. So,
I mean, I'm talking about in today's game. You comparing it to another era.
Is AD not quick?
AD's quick.
Oh,
he plays the 4.
But I'm saying he can play the 5. If you think about Ayton has a power forward build.
No, he doesn't.
He's as big as AD.
He's bigger than AD.
Slightly.
We went over this already.
Slightly.
He's taller than AD, dude.
Slightly, bro.
Oh my gosh.
He's slightly bigger than AD. It's not no big difference. And if AD was guarding him, he wouldn't sit there and be backing down AD.
I know.
So the difference is not that big of a difference. In the 2000s, Ayton would be a power forward.
No, he wouldn't.
He'd be guarding KG.
No, he wouldn't.
Because he damn sure ain't guarding Shaq. He damn sure ain't guarding Ben Wallace and them.
First of all, Wallace is an underrated, undersized center.
Like, what power? So you're going to put Ayton on Alonzo Mourning and guys like that.
DeAndre Ayton's a 6'11", 250.
That's small. For a big man? For a true conventional center.
That's an inch shorter than 7 foot. And there wasn't that many 7-footers in the league in 2000.
What? We have more 7-footers
How many
back
was it?
then than we do now.
You only had 2. You only had, well, I ain't gonna say 2. You had less than 5.
You had a lot of them.
No
It's
more
just
than
not
5.
all of them were good.
Oh my god. So we not even gonna count them.
But they're still 7 foot.
Oh my god. If they didn't play minutes, then there was no need to count them in.
Nah, man, they still 7 foot. You know, they're still a threat. Why you think guys like
80 is 6'10", 253.
Why you think guys like Bobby don't get to play a lot? Because he can't keep up.
Because Bobby's not coordinated.
Can't keep up.
So why are we counting in Bobby if he gets no minutes?
I mean, he played a little bit, but I'm saying in certain matchups he can't play. He damn sure couldn't play.
Exactly.
Against the Clippers because they didn't play Zubac. But when they did play Zubac, they had Bobby out there.
I don't know, man. Ayton would play the 5 in any generation he was in.
Oh.
That man is 6'11", 250. Ain't no 6'11", 250 power forwards.
Ain't that the same size as Tim Duncan?
No.
How big was Tim Duncan?
Let's see. Tim Duncan was Tim Duncan was 6'11". He was 6'11".
That's what I'm saying. It's just when the newer age start coming in, Tim Duncan transferred to the center. Tim Duncan played power forward back in the day.
He played more years at the center than power forward.
You sure?
Yes, that's
because
a fact.
they had remember
more,
they had
minutes
Thiago Splitter and guys like that playing center as well.
You know, I think you're right. I think it is more years of power forward than center. It's not bad. It's close though.
Really, man, Aiden would have been a legit power forward in that.
Nah, I don't see it.
Power forwards back then were in that area.
True, I think power forward. I think like Carlos Boozer and Amari Stoudemire and who else?
It's just
LaMarcus Aldridge and
LaMarcus Aldridge is what, 6'10"? He's not that much smaller than Aiden.
Yeah, you try to make Aiden seem like he a giant or something.
No, I made Aiden seem smaller. He's smaller. He's not your conventional like true big man, but he's a big man for today's game. He's pretty quick on his feet because he's not your conventional big man.
I don't know.
I think Joel Embiid is more towards that than anything.
Stop it.
It's just that
what?
Towards your comfort.
Center?
Yeah, towards no. Center. Towards typical center size.
I don't know.
Well, it is what it is.
I don't see it.
So you got Suns. You said Suns. No, you said Clippers.
I got Clippers and 6.
Clippers Bucks.
Yeah, Clippers and Bucks.
How you counting out my guy? How you counting him out?
Who?
Trae Young.
Trae gonna get 2.
Okay, you giving him more than most people do. It's everybody calling it a sweep.
Trae will get 6. Trae can get 6. He'll be there at 6. He'll get out at 6.
You ready to give him his respect though?
I do.
Appreciate it.
I give him his respect.
Appreciate it. Oh, that's all we ever wanted.
But what I will say is, since we're talking about Mr. Young, that the league is now authorizing all referees to be trained this all season. So now they're going to be training them on how to correctly call fouls. So all that jumping into people and they gonna start coaching them on that.
My guy don't need that. All right.
Tighten up. Okay.
Nice trade don't need that stuff.
Your boy Wardell too.
We know Curry definitely don't need that.
Okay. All that jumping into people. Okay. All right. You're gonna see. You ain't gonna get that many calls.
But that goes for everybody though.
I know, but not everybody fastens their game after.
It really does, except for
go out there and get a bucket.
Except for like Harden, Trae,
Luka,
Trae, Chris,
and Curry.
Paul. No, Curry doesn't do that all the time, bro.
Curry does do that.
How many times you see Curry really do that?
Only time he doesn't do it is when
he's too busy running off the damn screens to even try to do that.
Right, and jumping into people to get it off the ball.
You see it more from people who ball handle the ball.
I think Wardell would be very upset that you taken away from his ball handling.
He has great handles, but that's not his thing. We both know that's not his thing. He doesn't do that for the Warriors. If he was like the only playmaker on the team, he would be. Not. Anyway.
I don't know.
your boy got into a bit of trouble this week as well.
Who's my boy?
Double T, you know.
Double T.
You know Double T?
Tristan?
Yeah, see, he knows who his boy is. He knows. He knows. You know?
All right, here we go.
Your boy was seen leaving a party. Two ladies, you know, going into a room, and then emerging 30 minutes later as what they would call relaxed. Pretty satisfied.
Okay, so I don't get the whole uprush about this storyline. The man was with 3 females for 30 minutes. What's the problem?
I don't know. You know, it just seems kind of Tristan-like to have done something.
He was praying. They had a meeting. That's all.
Meeting, okay.
Yeah, that's all.
It's a meeting in the bedroom.
Right.
Like the song. Okay.
Alright. And I need you to, on this topic, I need you to put the Tristan's tweet up right now. I'm saying that's all cap. Yeah.
He said it like I would say it. So many cap emojis.
Oh, dude.
Cap. Hey, you gotta respect it. Speaking of spouses and relationships,
yeah.
You know, there was a video that came out earlier last week. I believe I shared it with you.
What video?
About the work husband and boyfriend. No.
Work husband? I don't remember that.
The guy who got suplexed.
Oh! He called him Kurt Angle and stuff.
Well, you told that nigga you called him up here, now you want to hold him back. Let that nigga get up. Let him get on. It's 8:16 in the morning. They about to do that shit.
I don't have to check shit. What the fuck you think you is? You ain't nobody. You ain't no motherfucking.
You might as well let him go now. You called him up here.
Tell that nigga one more time, bro. Tell him for the niggas in the back. Tell that nigga one more time, brody. Bro, I ain't gotta check.
Get them together, bro.
I don't gotta check a motherfucking thing.
We ain't come up here for nothing. Let him go. You called him. You might as well let him go. You called him. I do. I want to watch this shit again and again. Who wants the video? $5.99. That's all. Hey, he pushing you like that. Are you pregnant though? Get them together. 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 Get them real quick.
Stupid ass.
So yeah, I guess like the guy was her like work husband, guy with the cornrows, and like they must have got into it or something, and she called her real boyfriend to come up there and handle him, you know. Except for he was the only person that got handled.
Yeah, you can't get called out by your lady and she say handle something for me and you get whooped. You can't let that happen.
Thing is, he should have saw the signs. No. dude had cornrows. Oh, he had the Robert Kelly cornrows.
Whoa.
You know what I mean? He had some black Air Forces on with a face tattoo. Right then, he should have been like, you know what?
First of all, what jobs are hiring people with face tattoos?
That's what I'm saying. Like, that should have been a thought
Force
process,
him to...
you know, before he walked over there and, you know, tried to handle somebody.
That man have his black Air Forces on and forced him to sign that paper?
I would have been like, you know, now that I think of it, how is he working here? I would have put 2 and 2 together, like, oh, wait, hold on. Nah, this ain't good. This ain't good at all.
Oh, hit him with the white man can't jump. I'm about to go to my car and get my gun. And watch everybody run.
Yeah, that's something like, and then the man celebrated after he executed 2 beautiful suplexes, by the way.
My man hit the WWE taunts.
And then he taunted, like he threw up some gang signs. I'm pretty sure those aren't real gang signs. He threw them up, and you know.
You know what would have been funny? If somebody edited Kurt Angle theme song in the back after he did it.
Some JR commentary. Oh my God, it's Kurt Angle. So it was hilarious, and I'll be, you know,
what's the
video's gonna go up.
What's the chances they stay together?
Oh, I don't know. Like if she didn't break up
I'm
with
talking
him,
about viral.
Then I would have broke up with her.
Why?
Like, you dragged me into this. You embarrassed me. I didn't have to know about this guy.
At least now she knows that she can't rely on him anymore.
No, that's not the thing. It's the people you pick for your guy to fight. You know what I mean? Like, let's be honest. Like, if some big UFC fighter hit on my girl and my girl's like, babe, handle him. In my head, I'm gonna try to handle him, but I already know it's, you know.
You gotta have the stance. Can't nobody beat me. So you gotta go in there like, okay, I got you. She'll respect you for at least trying.
Right. So it just depends on her, really. Like, do you respect me for at least trying against him? Do you feel like he was an opponent I could handle, or are you gonna over exaggerate here and expect me to be a UFC fighter? You know what I mean?
She had faith in you.
Yeah, and sometimes faith ain't enough. Nope. Sometimes you need bullets to handle niggas. Sometimes you just need those bullets. I'm like, babe, that's all fine and all, but my pistol's right in the car. If you're willing to just walk over there.
I'm about to call Mr. Metal. You know what I mean? You know, watch everybody start running. Oh, that mean?
His dick is crazy.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's embarrassing. And it didn't make it no better that people really. First of all, they had it viral. Then second of all, they made it trending on Twitter.
Yeah, I was like, what's this? I seen Kurt Angle trending. I was like, damn, I hope Kurt Angle something ain't happened to Kurt Angle. What's Kurt Angle? Then I seen the video and I was like, what does this have to do with Kurt Angle? Kept watching. I seen 2 just beautifully executed suplexes. Like, I was like, yo, he had to be an amateur wrestler of some sorts. This man's...
Well, you know, sometimes black people like to slam people.
Yeah, but usually when you see people get slammed in a fight, it's like sloppy and like it ain't really like they scoop slam them or something like that. This dude, like, this is art.
This man said art.
It was beautiful. If I was a wrestling coach, like, I'd bring that into, you know, to the wrestling team. Like, this is what I want you guys to do.
You
for now.
mind if you coach? Who want to offer you a job?
You know, it was pretty though. I respect it.
When they call him in, they can be like, reenact. How'd you do it? What was your technique?
Show me exactly how you held them and like.
What were you thinking?
Like, I didn't really, you know. No, come on. There has to be a secret. What was it?
I just
Like
did.
this guy's just so modest.
Yeah.
Look at him.
He's so humble about it. It's all right.
Like, where'd you wrestle in high school? I didn't wrestle. You sure? Come on. Where's your trophy case? I know you got one.
Were you XL back then? That's so stupid. That's dumb.
That's how wrestling coaches be, boy. If they what good you do
crazy.
something crazy, they just on you. No, we still have a spot open for you just in case you change your mind. Like,
Give me a call.
I'm not wrestling, bruh. You sure? Set something up with
You
your
need
mother,
people
and
like
me and your
you.
mother will talk about it. I just told you no.
If they hand you a card with a number on it, like, you ask for Mr. Jones.
They watching you, and you throw that bitch away, and they watching you, and you're like, oh, I've seen you just like drop your card accidentally in the trash. Here's another one. Give me a call sometime.
I put the extension on there.
You ask for your
That's
phone.
stupid.
You got a phone? Here, I'll just put my number in your phone. Send myself a text message so you know it's me. Like, this dude is desperate.
Yeah, that way I'll lock you in. This be a locker right here. You can let me know.
You were like, oh, you know he finna
I'll
get
make it
fired from the job. I'm like, they ain't finna say shit to that dude.
You that last nigga ticket. No, he losing his job. He going all out.
Hey,
Please.
the dude, you came up to his job. Had to start something.
So what was the altercation about?
I have not a clue. The video started off with like them talking, and then like she was holding her boyfriend back, and then everybody was like, "Nah, you called him up here. You might as well let him fight. You called him up here."
That's true.
So that's all. So
That's true.
all his coworkers were hella confident in him, which should have been a tell as well. Like that should have gave you a quick sign.
And plus, you ain't in no position. You in the wrong territory. So worst case scenario, they can all just turn on you because they all work together.
Yeah.
You out there alone.
Which I'm pretty sure that was probably a thought of his. Like maybe I might get jumped because I don't know who he knows out here or whatever. But
I mean, that's the worst case scenario.
But he
Yeah.
was pretty like, let me go fight him.
You know she don't work there no more. You know she quit the next
you
day.
know
She
she
quit
quit.
that morning.
No, she quit.
And she couldn't go back up there. She couldn't go back up there.
No.
They thought about suspending him, but he hit them suplexes so hard and it counted as publicity for the company, so he got a little bonus.
It's like, well, Tyrone, we reviewed the video. Usually we don't take too kindly to these things happening done properly here. But sales have gone up 30% since.
Oh, dude.
Like, so am I in trouble? Are you in trouble? Buddy, we want to give you supervisor position.
For a week.
We were thinking maybe we could like bring some guys in and you can like duplex them more on video.
You know, help the sales out a little bit.
This is the most we sold in forever.
We want to say thank you again. Now go back to work.
Good job out there.
That's stupid. That's so dumb.
No. But it just baffles me, like, how you put yourself in these positions, bruh. Like, and y'all girls gotta stop, man. I'm just telling you, like, gotta stop putting niggas in these positions. Don't come start trouble with I was gonna say don't come start trouble with me. But yeah, I'm talking about me too. Hell. Don't come start trouble with me now, and you ain't got nobody who confident can beat me. I'm telling you,
Another angry black guy.
I'm telling you right now. Tyrone hit him with 2 suplexes. I wouldn't stop right there. Feel me? I have anger issues, so it's like
Hit that man with a suplex.
if you don't want to be feeding your boyfriend in the ICU, and then I think you need to.
That man got to eat applesauce the rest of his life.
I think y'all need to chill off me, you know.
Yeah, he did it. Yeah, that's crazy. Dang. Oh well. Prayers go out to that man because he needed.
He does need it though. That was funny.
Crazy.
I mean, you have any exciting news for this week?
Any news?
Anything that caught your attention?
No, not really. I don't have anything specifically as far as the news goes. I don't.
You just got beef with like OnlyFans girls.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Piece of me.
That's crazy. So
Yep, you're a
his
piece of
name
me.
is Kev23 on Twitch, and he hates women.
Not anymore.
What do you mean?
Change that.
I don't know why he would hate women and such.
No.
But you got
That you would
Oh, here's a bit of news.
What?
Here's a bit of news. I mean, it's not nothing crazy, but make sure I get the name correct here. Carl Nassib or Nassib, either Nassib or Nassib. He's a defensive end for the Las Vegas Raiders. He just came out today as homosexual. So props to him for being brave and that. Do you think like the last time we saw something like a dude come out as gay in the NFL, he kind of got sent out like pretty damn quick.
I mean, and his jersey sales are a big number one for today. Throw that out there.
Well, you know they're gonna back him now.
Yeah. Whoa! Notice how you said they LGBTQ community.
Wait, what did you call them? What did you want to run that by me one more time?
That's neither here nor there. That's neither here nor there.
Nah, I'm saying they because I don't, I'm not in the community, so.
I mean, hey, man, dudes in Las Vegas Raiders who aren't even doing anything really, so it's the biggest news they probably gonna get this year. But I wouldn't.
They might
be
get Aaron
surprised.
Rodgers,
Stop it. I wouldn't be surprised if he get kicked out the league after this year, only because of how dudes are. And if you're in a locker room full of 72 men and you found out one of your teammates is, the other way, you ain't gonna feel that comfortable. So I mean, I wouldn't be surprised only from that standpoint. But hey, man, I guess do as you please and announce. I guess. Even though I really didn't see a purpose to, but hey, that's you.
Yeah, the last guy who did it, I think his name Michael Sam. He was out the league like that next following year. Now he wasn't the greatest. He wasn't the greatest of players, but he did get drafted pretty damn high.
What are you trying to say?
I'm saying like maybe they felt uncomfortable about it, and his teammates probably spoke up, and maybe other players felt uncomfortable having him on their team, and he seemed to be out the league. Like, then when you do stuff like that, you're under a microscope, so now you gotta perform.
That's exactly what it is. Yeah.
It's almost like you gotta perform better than what your original expectation would be.
Exactly what it is.
But hey, props to him, Brave dude. Why you laugh for?
I'm just like, hey, it's nice.
Oh, brother. Alright. Do you have a question of the day for the good people before we head out?
I do. I do have a question of the day. Why aren't you subscribed?
It really should be. It's crazy to me that.
Yeah. All right. Where's my question? Why is it always so hard for me to find these questions? Okay, here he goes. Okay. All right. Question of the day. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. Do you feel like Black people sometimes are guilty of making some situations about race when it doesn't have to do anything with race?
Yeah, we do. Unfortunately, we do it a lot. It's okay to be proud of. You know what? No. I don't feel like we do it enough. No,
You don't think
I don't
so?
feel like we do it enough. No, we gotta stop. We have to stop like confining ourselves because other people don't want to hear it. You know what I mean?
But that now I don't mean like a real situation like it's blatant. I mean like a situation like it completely has nothing to do with racism or race, but Black people make that an excuse, and we point that out as a reason why when it has nothing to do with that.
Do you have like a situation in mind?
Let's say for example, like you know the Black girl that everybody been talking about that did the track race.
Right.
Right. All right. So let's say it was a white girl who was neck and neck with her, and it's clear as day it's neck and neck, but people rule it, oh, the white girl won by a hair, and then people on Twitter saying, oh, the Black girl didn't win because they're racist. They don't want to see a Black girl win, when it could possibly be clear as day that the white girl won by a hair. Like a situation like that.
Yeah, like so, like throwing a race card out then.
Yeah.
I feel like we can't throw it out all the time. Only when it's like clear as day. Like that has to be really clear as day. You know what I mean? Like, 'cause not everybody's racist.
Okay. And then I had a second part to that. If you said yes, then I was gonna say, do you believe that may be the reason why when we bring that race card up in real situations, people don't take it seriously because we say it too much?
But it's not that we say it too much. It's just that it's hard to prove, right? Like I can like go out and somebody would like do something. And this ain't the first time this person has done this, and I'm just like, damn, I think the dude racist, like, but you know, people might just be like, oh, you just saying that because this happened to you, and you know what I mean. Like, there's been plenty of times where I've worked with someone, and I thought to myself, yo, I think that person might be a little racist or whatever. But when I find out certain things about them, like they be like, one time I worked with this white guy, and he never said anything to me. He never said anything to like Black people, really. At least that's what it seemed like to a few of us who work together. Yeah. But come to find out, like he had like a Black Lives Matter sticker on his car, and he was dating a Black girl. And it was just like, I was like, damn, I guess he's not racist. Like he just, I guess he just didn't feel comfortable or didn't know how to approach us at the job. maybe that was part of it.
That makes sense.
So it was like, damn, I felt like shit then, because I was like, damn, I could have sworn the dude just was racist. It was like, you know, fuck him until I know otherwise.
Yeah.
And then when I found out,
so you were accusing him.
I was accusing him. And when I found out that he wasn't or whatever, I kind of like, I initiated a conversation with him. Found out he was a cool dude.
Nice. Thanks for sharing. Everybody clap up.
You know, so it's just we can't always play the card, but like it's hard to tell us not to when we live in this society where you just don't know. Like we just don't know, man. It's like so much has happened last year with all the police shootings and all that. Like there's so much evidence that tells us like not to trust y'all. You know what I mean? That's one thing I can't say about us. Is like we do have trust issues. Black people in general have trust issues because we've been through so much.
I'd say it's fair.
Yeah, that's totally fair. That's totally fair. If history wasn't the way it was, then it'd be different. But unfortunately, the American history is the way it is. So hard.
This is true.
Hard to say. And yeah, I know some white people who aren't racist. They'll tell you, man, like their parents and grandparents is hella racist. And they know that themselves.
Yeah, that's something that's taught.
They know that themselves, and some kids just don't fuck with some white people don't fuck with their parents or don't fuck with their grandparents because of that. Gotta respect it.
Yeah, racism is taught. It's not, embedded into you when you're born. So you have to want to be that. Yeah, that's the question of the day, people. What do you think?
That's a good question of the day. We get off of Kev for bringing these tough topics up for discussion. No.
Thank you.
Yeah, I like that. You know what I mean? Oh, I was gonna say you're on your BC, but I had to cancel that.
BC?
Yeah.
Whoa! What's that about?
Well, you know how BC had those hard-hitting episodes.
I don't know.
No, those hard-hitting.
I don't know nothing about BC, sir.
You're a fan though, so of course you.
No, I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, we forgot to do?
What's that?
We were meant to do our Mount Rushmores for every city.
Oh, that's true. We can do that next week. You have to remind. Matter of fact, I'm gonna write it down. But
I totally forgot about that.
That's something they can look forward to then.
Yeah.
It just had so much happen this week.
Yeah. Probably by next week we'll be looking into maybe the finals next year. I mean, not next year. Next week.
Next Tuesday, maybe. If none of these series goes 7.
Yeah.
I think we either no, the finals start in July. I don't think we'll have it by next week.
Okay, so maybe we'll be looking toward the end of each of the conference finals. Yeah. And also today will be the NBA draft lottery, so we'll know about that.
Let's go Warriors!
There we go. All right. So we have a few things that we have on the agenda as far as next week that we know of. So, hey, there we go.
Interesting. Sure. Well, guys, that's been another episode of the LeJit Podcast. Be sure to follow us on our gaming channels on Twitch. I'll be sure to leave those links down in the description below. sure to subscribe to this channel, leave a like, and comment how you guys feel about. You think that we as black people race card too much or make things about race too much?
Right.
And let us know about the other stuff too. How do you guys feel about these playoffs? Tristan Thompson doing the do.
Kurt Angles.
Have people having textbook suplexes in their arsenal nowadays. How you guys feel about all that stuff?
Yes, sir. Let us know.
Sure, and that's been another episode of the LeJit Podcast, guys.
Keep your stick on the ice.
Remember, if it ain't us, it ain't legit.